Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jake Ellenbogen, and today I got some news from the Rams social media that I want to break down, and I also want to explain because I think it's going to confuse some people based on Sean McVay's prior comments. Before we dive into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Kick. And in addition to that, just want to let you guys know that today's sponsor is BetUS, and you can get a 150% bonus match on your first deposit using the code YouTube150 and 125% on your following two deposits. Be sure to bet responsibly as always when using it, but use BetUS. Okay, guys, so let's talk about it. So the Rams designated two guys to return, and I think it's going to confuse some people, but I have all the answers, okay? Don't you worry. So Troy Reeder, I know some of you just groaned, but Troy Reeder, the linebacker, has been designated to return from IR, as well as Larrell Murchison, the defensive lineman. Now, John Johnson was on this roster last week. That's not changing. He was activated from IR, ready to go. Troy Reeder sounds like he is going to be ready to go. It looks like they're trying to ramp it up so they have him at least as depth. I do not foresee any scenario where he is going to play over Omar Speights or over Christian Rozeboom. I think this is entirely for special teams, and I think this is entirely for the fact that he offers depth. And if, God forbid, any one of those guys went down, I don't care what you think about Troy Reeder. It's a hell of a lot better than having nobody at linebacker when you have a 230-pound running back that runs in the 4.4s, 4.3s in Saquon Barkley. Okay, so yeah, that's where that stems from, but also Larrell Murchison. Now, what I'm going to get to here, Sean McVay said on the Sean McVay show, the last one of the year, that their plan was to elevate John Johnson or activate John Johnson and Troy Reeder when the playoffs started, because it goes from 8 players that you can activate off IR to 10 players that can come back off IR. So you get 2 more spots. So I wanted to answer this because people are like, why Larrell Murchison? How is that possible? So the Rams actually activated Larrell Murchison to return earlier in the year. That activation already happened. They don't have to do it again. He did not return, so he stayed on IR, and now they can bring him back a second time because you get 2 activations per player that you activate. So Larrell Murchison was able to return, and that's why it's listed on this tweet from the Rams. LA Rams roster moves, designated for return to practice, Larrell Murchison, Troy Reeder. So there you go. Now, what does this mean? Well, I think this really tells you the Rams are pulling out all the stops this weekend to shut down Saquon Barkley. It now has gone up to 100% chance of snow on Sunday versus the Eagles, and I think it makes a lot of sense. You get more beef in the trenches. I think they're probably going to have a guy like maybe Joe Noteboom or somebody like that, end up being an inactive. I think Joe Noteboom was inactive last week as well. I think that's how they're going to look at it. They're going to make some of these guys inactive, and they're going to really load up the defense and have that depth, because you want to be able to rotate. You want to be able to keep these guys fresh, but you want to be able to stop the run. And that's what this tells me, is that by having depth of Troy Reeder and having the depth of Larrell Murchison, in addition to what you already have with Christian Rozeboom and, Omar Speights, and then of course on the defensive line with, Fisk and Turner, and you also have Desjuan Johnson, Neville Gallimore, Tyler Davis, Bobby Brown. So that's a big thing. I will say I don't expect this to affect the status of Bobby Brown. I think Larrell Murchison is part of the plan regardless if Brown plays or not, and I do expect him to play. So that is that. Really just a quick informational video. I don't expect Troy Reeder to play a ton of snaps. He is strictly depth in special teams. I do expect, because they like Murchison a lot and they like him in the run game, I do expect Murchison to be a part of this. I mean, we saw last week, you had guys like Keir Thomas play a decent amount, and Keir Thomas is probably going to be promoted from the practice squad as well, so don't worry about that. Does a nice job of setting the edge, stopping the run. And obviously he had almost 2 sacks, in the playoff game. But regardless, when it comes to Larrell Murchison, he's a veteran. He's a good run defender. You saw what they got out of Gallimore. You saw what they got out of Desjuan Johnson. I don't think it hurts to have another defensive lineman, have one of the offensive players inactive, and you move forward with it. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset about Troy Reeder, but look, there's a point to this, okay? Let the football guys do the football things. You always say, I trust Sean McVay and Les Snead. We'll trust Sean McVay and Les Snead, okay? I don't think Troy Reeder is going to start. If he starts, I'll give you that. If you see 59 out there and he's starting for the Rams and he's in the middle, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Hasn't started since week 7. I'd be a little annoyed. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That is the news, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out today's sponsor, BetUS, using the promo code YouTube150. And that's all I got for you guys. You guys take care. We'll have more and more and more coming on this channel moving forward. So take care and see you guys soon. Later, folks. Just a reminder, my brand new channel, The Lounge, is underway. We have 3 videos so far. We're going to have plenty more interviews with some incredible people. Already have 3 great interviews. Be sure to check it out. Almost at 600 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000 to get monetized. So if you could do me a favor and subscribe over to this channel, that would be great. In case you guys haven't noticed, I do have a Discord channel for my community on this channel. And if you want to be a part of it, it is free. The link is in the description below. You can sign up. This is basically a 24/7 Rams channel, and we are almost at 1,100 members. So if you want to be a part of it, just hit the link in the description below.